Howdy, parts. MrHolster here. Just have a little water in the tack room. Because it's hot outside, that's why the air conditioner's going. That's the buzzing noise in the background. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's hot outside. I'm leaving it on. Tough nugs. As we used to say back in the early 60s. Tough nugs. At any rate, this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. I'm going to talk about handgun cartridges, calibers, because I've done a lot of videos over the years, and if you follow my channel, you already know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say this anyways. Because I had two people leave novels on two of my videos in the last 24 hours, taking me to task and telling me why I didn't know what I was talking about. And all I can say to both of them is, I wish you would have actually listened to the video before you spent an hour and a half writing a novel. Yeah, either that or get a life. But the point being, they were very specific on what I was talking about and why I was talking about. One was my 38, the round I like. No, I didn't tell everybody that's the round they should go out and buy and use. I talked about this round because I didn't like shooting plus Ps in my 38, and I don't. And the 642 is rated for plus Ps, but boy, I've had a lot of 642s from Smith & Wesson over the years, and they seem to not last too long, because I actually shoot them. You see, I don't put them in the nightstand and they got shot 50 times or maybe 100 times and it works, and you put it in the nightstand and it sits there for 20 years. No, I actually went and took training courses with them and wore them out. And so I'm not so sold that they're going to last as long with plus Ps as they will the regular 38. I'm just going to say that. See, because in the day when I would carry them, I'd carry plus Ps, and if I carried plus Ps, I would shoot plus Ps. Yeah, I used to train with the same ammunition I carried. I don't believe in this buying target ammunition to train in and then put something totally else, totally different in the gun and carry that. Yeah, I actually would train with the rounds I used, and one time I went three times I went down to gun site, I think 3 times, and went through courses on my Smith & Wesson 657, and I shot nothing but Winchester silver tips. I think those are like 180, I'm going to have to look this up, 180 grain? Winchester silver tips with 41 Magnum? At any rate, at the time, I thought they were kind of expensive, yeah, especially since I went through 3,000 rounds. I know at least one course I went through 3,000 rounds. One day, yeah, one time I went through 3,000 rounds. I won't testify the rest of them were that much, because the one course was a tutorial, and we can shoot a lot more rounds than you can when you're in a course with like 20 other people. At any rate, now I've got far adrift as I always do. But the premise of that whole video was, I didn't like shooting plus Ps in my, which at this point, my snubby 38 was an older gun. I didn't want to shoot it in anyways. But I didn't like it because I feel it prematurely wears out the gun, and I still think it does. Yeah. I think if you have a 357 Magnum, say an old K-frame, and you shot nothing but 357 Magnum in it, would wear out before it would if you shot nothing but 38s through it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you should do anything. I wasn't saying, as he took me to task for, that everybody should shoot the most anemic 38 that they can find. Or whatever he said. I really didn't read it all. I fell asleep after the first 4 pages. But at any point, it wasn't what I was saying anyways. I was just sharing around I like to carry in my 38s. Yeah, that's all I was doing. Wasn't telling anybody to do anything. The other one was the fellow that just got back from the sandbox and had killed 40 million people, and he knows all about how 9mm bounce off the skulls of bad guys. That guy, and I'm giving people bad advice and telling them the round they should carry for concealed carry is 9mm. Well, the video was about your first home defense gun, and the premise was you've never owned a gun before, never shot a handgun, and my advice was to go buy a 9mm because that's the most popular firearm, you'll get the best deal and have the most firearms to choose from. And it's also, because it's the most popular, the cheapest round out there. You'll be able to shoot it more than anything else you could buy. And that's what you need to do, because you've never owned a gun. You need to get one and learn how to use it and use it well. And that's going to require a lot of shooting. That was my video. It wasn't, hey everybody, the 9mm is the best round, that's what you should be carrying. That wasn't what it was. And so to take me apart on that is kind of silly. Listen to the video, and you don't even have to listen to it. You just have to read the intro to it and what it says. And you'd know I wasn't telling everybody that that's the one everybody should have because everybody has it. No, that's the one you should buy if you've never shot one before, because everybody has it. Not because everybody has it, but because everybody has it. There's a lot to choose from. It's the cheapest. And you need to shoot, shoot, shoot. So there you go. There's my little rant about that stupidity. But it brings me to the point now that we're at this for 6 minutes of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back again. What I want to talk to you about is the 10mm. And now I spent so much time, I'm not going to talk about it. But I'll make another video just about that, and I'll talk about the 10mm. Yeah. But before I leave you, I'm going to leave you with 2 quotes, because both these people accused me of a lot of things, and they obviously, if they would have watched my channel at all, they would know that a 38 has a place in my lineup, and I use it, as does a 9mm, but there are other choices that I make as a primary firearm if I can. Yeah. At any rate, doesn't matter. But I'm going to leave you with 2 quotes from 2 people that I really, really respect. And I think this sums up cartridge choice. And I'll leave it to you to pick the exact cartridge. But these 2 people and their quotes, and I'm going to butcher the first one from Jeff Cooper, because quite frankly, right now I can't even remember it. The first one from Jeff Cooper goes kind of like this. It's not an exact quote. Carry the firearm of the largest caliber you can shoot well. Something like that, yeah. In other words, if you can shoot a 40 Smith & Wesson just as well as you can your 9mm, well, carry the 40 Smith & Wesson. Which leads me to the second quote, which is probably why he's saying this. It's from Jack Thorfinson, and Jack always says this: if I'm going to throw a rock, I'm throwing the biggest rock I can. There you go, guys. I'm sorry we never got to talk about the 10mm. I'll do that video right after this, though. And by the way, that's 8 minutes of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back again. And life is good, by the way. Well, you got it. So enjoy it. Till next time, for MrHolster and Jack, go out and stay safe. That's more than 8 minutes of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back.